This Boundary Supply Rennen Tote review will show you everything that you need to know about this tote to decide whether it's the tote for you. Throughout the whole review, I'm gonna pack it out so you can see if it fits your needs. And you're gonna wanna stick around to the end, because if it's not the tote for you, I'll make a few alternative recommendations for totes that I think might better suit your needs. Let's talk about the gist of the Boundary Supply Rennen Tote. It should be noted that there are two different types of Boundary Supply Rennen totes. You got the regular and the X-Pack. This is the X-Pack. But that aside, and the price aside, these totes are just carbon copies of each other, just different materials. And if you're looking for a tote that is packed out with features, you have come to the right place, because Boundary Supply is known for having a crap ton of pockets, a ton of organization, magnet galore, insane durability, and more organization and also entry points into their highly engineered modular ecosystem. And after reviewing 300 bags on this channel, I realized you're gonna fall into one or two camps. Either one camp is you're like, oh yeah, give me the features, this is the tote for me. And the other camp has probably already left the review because this bag is so complex. But if you haven't, don't leave just yet, because I recommend sticking around to the end, because I got some more simple, minimalist recommendations. Just a minute. The regular Rennen tote comes in two colors, and the X-Pack comes in just this gray color. Both versions weigh around 1.8 pounds. This is the tote when it's empty, and this is the tote when it's packed out. Like I said, I'm gonna pack it out throughout this entire review so you can see exactly what it fits. And this is what the tote looks like when I'm carrying it. All of Boundary Supply's goods are backed by a 3-year warranty against any manufacturing defects. And for all you see before you, the X-Pack version will run around 170 USD, and the regular version will run around 140 USD. Now, if at any point you're like, dude, all those freaking features, the tote of my dreams, I love it, I'm getting one, and you're gonna make a purchase, we do ask that you do so using the first link in the description. Reason being, that link makes sure that you get the best price, and it also helps to support the Nomads Nation YouTube channel, which we greatly appreciate. Thank you so much. All right, let's talk about the outside of the Boundary Supply Rennen Tote. First up, branding. I love how minimalist Boundary Supply's branding is. It doesn't even say Boundary Supply. Oh, it does, just kidding. It says it right there. Super subtle though, much more anonymous than some of their other gear. But really the most dominant thing on the outside of this bag is this X-Pack material, which remember is for the X-Pack bag. So the regular version uses RE3 recycled materials, which is like a nylon. But this material is the same material that sailboats use for their sailcloths. So popular in the carry community because it's got a cool look, but it's also super weather resistant and super durable, and a little bit lighter than some of the more durable nylons that it can compare to. On the bottom, we got some nice padding too. This is like a nylon, extra weather resistance, extra padding, durability, gives you more protection inside the actual tote. Backside, nothing really much to talk about, minus some external lash points that you can clip things onto, maybe carry things externally. Yes, you have the external lash points on each side. So Boundary Supply, like I said, has an epic modular ecosystem, so you can clip some of these lash points, maybe carry things on the bottom of the bag. Yoga mat, tripod, definitely. But flipping around to the front, this is kind of where the majority of the outside takes place. And we got this whole freaking front compartment. Let's talk about it. It's accessible with this magnetic flap right here, which secures into place ever so satisfyingly and strongly. And then inside, you can see we got pockets and features. First thing that you notice when you open this is the color, which I love. This gold color has like a premium feel to it. And also the lightness of the color helps to create a highlight effect in the bag, which makes it easier to find your gear. And inside here, we've got the key holder magnetic feature and 1, 2, 3 pockets. The magnetic key holder right here is a part of Boundary Supply's modular ecosystem. You just go ahead and pop your key on. This is made by Fidlock, great spot for your keys. So I can't clip my keys to there, but I will keep my keys in this section because Boundary Supply does not send the key holder for free to you or to me, so you might not have it. I recommend buying it if you like that sort of thing, like magnets, super satisfying and all of that. But if not, I just go ahead and throw my keys right in the bottom. This pocket, as you can see, runs right to this stitch right here. And one thing that's cool to know about this pocket too is actually a decent amount of expansion. It's not super tight and super flush, so that means that you can fit bulkier bits of gear as well. Aside from that, the next pocket is this magnet pocket right here, which uses this material. I love this material. Boundary Supply is the only company that I've seen that uses this particular material. It's like a nylwool, and it has anti-scratch properties. And for all those reasons, it's the ideal location for your sunglasses. Go ahead and throw them in there, and because of those anti-scratch properties, you can be sure that your glasses are nice and safe in there. Below it, we have another smaller pocket. Literally no idea what that pocket's for. Maybe when your keys are attached to here, you can like use this location to dock your keys. I don't know. If you have any ideas, let me know in the comments below. And then finally, the third pocket right here, pen pocket. For me, Boundary Supply has this peculiar tendency to put pen pockets in peculiar areas. I don't think it's where I necessarily need a pen pocket. Like, I like my pens to be with my notebooks. I guess the notebook could fit in there. All right, I take it back. It's not peculiar. It works. Oh, I'm sorry, Boundary Supply. You win. So you can see because of the expansion, you know, the notebook fits in there. I got my glasses. You can also take the notebook out, put other things in there, snacks, like, you know, whatever you want. It's a quick access pocket, so put the things that you want the quicker access to for show. For me though, it's the notebook. Snaps into place, good to go. Carrying this tote is a joy too. Let's talk about these handles. Really nice nylon. One thing I'm just gonna say about Boundary, I'm just gonna toot their horn real fast. They just never skimp, and I just really appreciate that from them. They could have been like, all right, we're doing all this crazy with Fidlocks and Duraflex and X-Pack and YKK. We can cut on the nylon, and then they're like, no, not what we do at Boundary. We're gonna go ham on the nylon as well. Beautiful feel to it, beautiful touch to it. Could have maybe used a slight bit more padding on these top handles because you got some stitching there, which on the bottom too, which might create a little bit of lack of comfort, especially as you're carrying heavier loads. But overall, it's well designed. I love the extra space there too, so you can also go into shoulder mode. And then below these handles, you got some more external lash points for Boundary Supply's modular things, or you can just clip on a carabiner right there to carry things externally on your tote. Next up, let's talk about the inside of the Boundary Supply Rennen Tote. Love what Boundary Supply has done here with this zipper, because it is a YKK PU coated zip. So if you are taking this to the beach for the day and you get that unexpected rainstorm, it happens, especially where I live in Hong Kong. You got some valuables in here, you can go ahead and zip this bad boy up, ain't no rain getting inside there. Great zipper pull right here, a little knot at the end, just gives you a little extra access point, easy to open. Let's talk about the organization on the interior. Yet again, gold color. Love it. We got a lot going on. Almost too much for my personal taste. We got a water bottle holder on the side, a zip pocket up here, two smaller pockets, Boundary Supply's modular ecosystem magnets there, and a laptop compartment. Let's break it down. The laptop compartment is advertised to fit up to a 16-inch. So my 13-inch laptop will fit no problemo, plenty of room to spare. But here's the thing, I'm not crazy about putting laptops in totes. It's not gonna be the most protected situation. So if I was traveling with this and I was carrying my laptop, which would be peculiar to me, if I'm doing laptop, I'm carrying a backpack all day. But if y'all tote people want to carry your laptop in your tote, I just recommend double wrapping, if you know what I mean. Put your laptop in a laptop protector. But we do have a bit of protection going on here. This buckle keeps the laptop secure. A little bit of padding on both sides, somewhat of a false bottom, but just with the way that totes are constructed, it's hard to make it a super secure laptop compartment. Now, you might be like, what are these little nips right here? And these nips are in fact part of Boundary Supply's ecosystem, which I've talked about a million times. And basically Boundary Supply has camera cubes and lunch boxes and all these different things that you can go ahead and just clip it into place right there. Flip it over to the other side, we got these two pockets here. Now these pockets are a little bit on the flimsy side. So I'm gonna throw some things like I got tissues, battery, snack, and some wires, right? So I'll do one side is the tech stuff there, and the other side is like my health stuff, food and napkins, health. And you can see like with this big bulkier item, it's like sort of flopping around all over the place. This whole compartment could have been a little bit tighter, I think, and held tighter in place. I don't know how that would F with the rest of the structure of the bag. It's a lot more complicated than it sounds. But just keep in mind there's a little bit of flimsiness with these pockets, so if you put bulkier, heavier bits of gear in there, they might end up falling out. Then finally, on the flip side, we got the zip pocket right here, which for me, I'm gonna actually put my heavier things in there, my wires in there. I think this makes sense for tech stuff. It's more organized in there. But really, if organization is what you're looking for in your tote, you got it. Water bottle holder. I got a 22-ounce water bottle from Colombia, not the country, the brand. Right here, you can see it fits in absolutely no problem. I like the water bottle, and I'm a little confused by the water bottle. It stays a little bit more tighty, but this doesn't really stay tightened very well. I don't know, I could be doing something wrong, to be honest. I've never seen this exact feature from Boundary Supply before, but overall, the water bottle holder, I'm a big fan. And now you can see the extra main compartment. We got some room to spare there as well. So let's say we're heading out for the day, maybe going to the beach. I got a towel, throw that on the bottom, spare jacket in case it gets cold, little tech pouch from Bellroy, throw my big bulky headphones from Sony in there, and you can see, yeah, these things are fitting. But one thing to note is that this is a 15-liter tote. With all that extra stuff going on, with all the extra features and organization and materials and pockets, it's going to constrict, or limit, I should say, the ability of space this tote has to pack out. Granted, 15 liters is still pretty big. It does a good job. Will I be able to zip this? These big old bulky Sonys are screwing me over, so I'm gonna say, let's leave the headphones at home for today, for this particular trip. And you can see though, now the zipper's fully closed, weather resistance is in full effect, and we got pretty badass tote situation. Let's talk pros and cons of the Boundary Supply Rennen Tote. Pro number one, neck level materials. Pro number two, great weather resistance, particularly with this main opening. And pro number three, some of the organization in the main compartment, particularly the water bottle holder, I'm a fan of. But on the flip side, I have some cons, and here they are. Con number one, like all Boundary Supply products, this thing could be slightly over-engineered, depending on your preference. And con number two, we just got some flimsiness of some pockets and like just the questionability of this pocket in the front right here, no idea what you are. If you know, please let me know in the comments below. But there's a good chance that if you're still here, you're like, I see no cons, I see only pros. I love that tote. I'm gonna get one. And if that's the case, that you're gonna make a purchase, just a reminder, we do ask that you do so using the first link in the description. Reason being, that link will make sure that you get the best price, and it also helps to support the Nomads Nation YouTube channel, which we greatly appreciate. But in case this is not the tote for you, or you just wanna sort of explore your options, you're young, you're single, you're not committed, you're not married to any tote just yet, you wanna see what's out there. Let me give you some alternative recommendations that I think might better suit your needs. Alternative recommendation number one is going to be the Aer Go Tote 2. This is gonna be a great option for you if you're looking for something a little bit cheaper that's still highly durable. It's also packable, which means it's great to travel with. If that sounds like you, to learn more about the Aer Go Tote 2, take a look in the description below and you'll find a link to our full review. Alternative recommendation number two, this guy, the Mission Workshop Tote. But if you're like, that is too much going on, what happened to a good old-fashioned durable tote? That's what this is. Super simple, super durable, super awesome. And our review is super available to watch via the links in the description below. And finally, alternative recommendation number three, a little bit out of left field, but it's gonna be the Bellroy Tokyo Totepack. And this will be for you if you're thinking to yourself, yeah, I need a tote, but like, I didn't know that totes and backpacks can be fused into one tote's awesome product. The Bellroy Tokyo Totepack is a backpack and a tote, can be the best of both worlds. It's very fashionable, very stylish, lots of cool functionality, and you can learn more about it by watching this video right here. Be sure to let me know in the comments if you have any questions. I personally respond to every single one. My name is Aaron, this is Nomads Nation, and we'll catch you next time.